Krista and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a YouTube hop. It's the telephone hop, which we are doing once again. And I am going to be using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit to make this layout. Now you just saw the layout that I am trying to basically go off of. And it is from Cynthia Erica Breezy. And I am following her. That was her layout you just saw. And next after me will be Jody Compton. And I'm second last on this hop this time. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a pool layout. Hers looked summery and she had 4 photos. And I'm trying to think, how am I going to do 4 photos? Because that's really not my thing. So this was definitely a task for me. So what I did is I took a Vicki Boutin stencil, which looks like waves, and I'm going to use that. And I took some of her modeling paste and I colored it with one of my sprays, which is a color boom spray called Fairy Pond, and I made it very, very light. I didn't want it to be real dark. I wanted a light blue color. And what I did is I went in with my stencil and my little tool there, and I just pulled it through the stencil very carefully because I just wanted to make a line of it, because that other paper you just saw me tear, I'm going to be using that on the bottom part, which also looks like water. And that paper I believe is from the Art Walk collection by, I can't remember who it's by, but it is the Art Walk collection, I believe. So anyway, so I am just going to keep going through with that. Now that's done and I did dry it. Now I'm going to come back in with that paper that I tore, and I am going to stick that down. Now, she has 4 photos in her, and that is the only thing I could keep thinking of, is how am I going to get 4 photos on here, and what do I have 4 photos of? So that kind of go together. So my photos that I'm using are pool photos of my kids, all of them. There's the 4 of them, going down a brand new slide that we purchased for them. This was last summer, not this summer. And I took pictures of them going down the slides. So I figured that was perfect. So what I did is, I think they're like 4x4 pictures. Some of them might be a little bit bigger. But I did kind of stagger them across my page, as you saw. And now I'm going to back them with some of my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit that I put together for the month of September. Now what I'm doing is I am just backing them with these orange. I went with the kind of orange blue colors. I've been on this kick with orange and blues. I like the colors together, or orange, blue, and black. I think it just looks really great. And a lot of these kits come with those colors. So I've been really into it. And being that the raft that they're going to, well, not raft, I mean slide that they're going down in the pool, it's blue and white. So it's perfect. Perfect colors. So I'm just backing my photos, making some layers with the dark blue and orange paper scraps that I have left over. Now most of these papers are from my Hip Kit Club kit that I get each month, and I'm just trying to use them up. So that's why I put them in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kits. If you don't know what that is, all it is it is a series that I'm in every month, and what we do is we make a kit of all of our scraps and things that we would like to use and get rid of, and then we try to make as many layouts as we can for the month. We show you our kit in the beginning of the month, then at the end of the month we show you how many layouts we made and how much of our kit is left. So that's the How to Kill a Kit Style one. But this is for the telephone hop, so let's talk about that. So the telephone hop, what it is, if you're new to my channel or you're new to the telephone hop, what we do is we have 8 or 9 ladies, and we start with one layout. They start the layout, one person starts it, and then they kind of goes down the line, and we try to like kind of scrap lift their layout, but we try to make it our own too. So by the time we get done and it gets to the last person, it turns out totally different most of the time. I don't think I've ever seen anybody's where it is exactly the same as the first one. So it's kind of cool. It's really fun. Kind of like that game you played when you were a kid and you kind of, whispered in someone's ear and then it ran around the room, and then by the time it got done, it was a totally different story, right? That's what we're doing here, but only we're doing it with scrapbooking. So now I'm moving on to my last piece here that I'm going to be backing all 4 photos with. And this was the navy blue one, and I kind of wanted it to pop off the page a little bit. So I figured the navy blue would be the perfect. So now how I'm going to do them is I kept playing with these back and forth because I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to put them, because it is kind of hard to put 4 photos on a layout. For me anyways, it is. So that's kind of how it's going to go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them each up with some craft foam. This is just craft foam you could get at any craft store, or I get mine at Walmart because it's cheap. You get a whole bunch. I think 40 or 50 sheets for $6. So that's why I get mine there. So now I'm just popping them all up and sticking them down on my layout. And these photos were so cute, and this was so perfect to get 4 photos. And like I said, that's all I was thinking about when I saw the 4 photos. I was like, whoa, I've never done 4 photo layouts because I really don't like to do them. But this really brought me out of my comfort zone, and it was really cool to do. So I'm glad I did it because it turns out really great. So now what I'm doing is I'm just taking some of my ephemera and die pieces that I had left over from all my kits. And I'm just going to fussy cut this little sun out because I didn't want the white border on it. And I'm kind of making like a scene basically of a summer day, because that's where we were. We were outside in our yard, in the pool, going down the slide, just having fun. And it was a beautiful sunny day. So now I'm going to use some of these really cute, pretty flowers. And there were a lot of orange and blue. So this was the perfect colors to put on my layout. So I picked only the orange and blue flowers, and I'm going to kind of put them going across my photos on the top to make it really summery. And then you're going to see me come in with those clouds that I have there. Oh, and I did have these little acetate piece rainbows, and they were the perfect colors too. They had the blue, some yellow, and orange, that coral orange color that I am going with. So I decided to stick those on each end of my photos with my clusters. And then I liked this little orange hat with the sunglasses. I thought that was perfect, and I stuck that down as well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop each one of these up with some craft foam because I wanted to give them, my flowers, a little dimension and make them pop off the page as well. And I love to do this with all of my die cuts. Anything I could pop up on craft foam, I try to do it. Sometimes I lay some down flat like that flower I'm laying down flat, and then the ones in front I kind of pop up, and I just kind of like use my fingers to rough them up on the edges a little bit, or I'll use my distress tool sometimes when I can to rough them up on the edges as well, just to kind of make the flowers pop up and look more realistic. And now I'm just going to finish gluing everything down. Now those little rainbows, those are acetate pieces. So I use some clear glue pen that I have. It's Aleene's clear glue. And I use those, I use that glue to glue those down. And then my Scotch glue is what I use for my flowers. Now these cute little clouds that we got in one of the kits. I love getting clouds and sunshine. I think it's such a cool idea because then you can make these really cool scenes, and I love that. I love making scenes with my layouts. So now I'm just going to finish off my clouds like that, and I'm popping one up, and I laid one down flat. And now I'm also going to use some of these cute, these really cute die cuts. One was a flamingo float, and I thought that was so cute, and it was the perfect color on here. This says Splish Splash, so I decided to stick that in the middle there on the water. And then I'm going to put this little flamingo there because he's got a blue flower on him, and, or her, could be a her. And she's that beautiful light orangey color, kind of like a coral color. So I stuck her on there in the water, and now I'm going to put this little beach ball on there as well. And I'm also going to do that little lobster. And everything just kind of went together and the colors just went perfectly. And it just made a really cute scene. Kind of like a pool but outdoorsy type of scene. And I really love doing that because those are super fun to have. And now I'm going to be using this little piece here as well. And I'm just going to pop that up on some craft foam as well. And I believe that said Sweet Summer. And I have a little palm tree that I stuck on it that was a sticker. And then that little cute crab that has a little umbrella. I thought that was cute, so I stuck him on there as well. And now I have this little bubble stamp that I love to use lately. I've been using it on quite a bit of layouts. And I get carried away with it, so don't mind me. I'm just putting bubbles everywhere because it was Splash, so of course it's going to make bubbles, right, when they're splashing in the water. So I was trying to make it as realistic as possible. And the bubble stamp, come on, it's fun. It's bubbles. So I decided to stick quite a few of those bubbles on there. And then I came in with another stamp that says make waves, because that's what they were doing. They were making some waves when they got down. They made a huge splash and they made waves. So I used that stamp. And then I had that little starfish that I stuck on there. And now I'm going to come in with these. Now these I bought a while back at Hobby Lobby. And they're clear stickers and they look like little splashes of water. So I decided to stick those in a few spots because it looks like a real splash is coming up from those waves. So I really liked that effect and that idea of it. So that's what I did. So now this was from the Truly Grateful collection by Paige Evans. I needed a bird up there, so I found a blue bird and I stuck it up there. So there you go. So then I decided to go back because I didn't like that my piece was just one big piece on the bottom. So what I did is I took it off and I ripped it again. Yes, I did. I ripped it again. I wanted to give my page more interest, and I thought that it would look more realistic and better if I kind of made these into two different pieces. So that's what I did, and then I kind of just roughed it up. So see, you could go back and fix things. And then I just put everything right back on top. So there you go. And I liked it better because it gave the page a little more interest. So there is my layout. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to hop along with all the other ladies. I will have all their links down below, so make sure you check them out. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. Just hit that red subscribe button. And like I said, here are your close-ups. I hope you guys like it. I think it turned out really cute. And no, I didn't follow exactly the way she had hers, but I did do a summer layout and I used for her photos. So that counts for something, right? So I can't wait to see what Jody does. So I hope you guys check her out next. I will have her link down below. Thanks for watching again, and remember, stay crafty. Bye.